Morning, Phil Ellaby from Northern Accountants. I hope you're well. I'm just giving you your update regarding the self-employed and the legislation that was released late last night. So the main headline is that the self-employed will be supported through the coronavirus, and they will receive the lower of 80% of their average weekly pre-tax profits, or £2,500. This will be paid in a lump sum in June, and this lump sum will be taxable. And one of the key areas here also to mention is you are able to carry on working. The conditions behind this are as follows. So the calculations will be based on an average of 3 years tax returns. If you only have two, it'll be done over two. If you only have one, it'll be done over one. But basically, we'll go back to a maximum of three and create the average to get a fair weekly earning. You must have completed an 18-19 tax return. So if you haven't completed an 18-19 tax return yet, you've got, I believe it's 4 weeks to get it done. So anybody in that situation, get those into your accountants as soon as possible. Get them into us, we can get them turned around. So what that also means that is if you went self-employed in the 19-20 tax year, you will not be eligible for any of the grants. So another eligibility criteria is that 50% of your income must be made up from self-employment. So it's not dividends, it's not PAYE, it's self-employment. And the big one is if profits are a penny over £50,000, you're entitled to nothing. Some of the other guidance that they talked about, obviously, again, it's just going back to one of the earlier comments that they made, is that there is no payment on account in July. So the advice from the government is that you should have money set aside for your tax bill that you're going to pay in July. Utilise that money to live on over the coming weeks, and then replace that with the grant money that you're going to get into July. So that's just a little bit of a budgeting bit of advice from them, which was backed up on the Martin Lewis show last night. So the disappointing thing for this is there's absolutely nothing for directors and shareholders, which the bulk of our client base is in particular. It's a huge area, or a huge section of the employment workforce that has been overlooked in this case, in this case, and the support across the country. So it's a system. It's not a foolproof system. People will always miss out. People cannot. They can't support everybody. They can't build a scheme that supports everybody. So for now, we just have to find innovative ways to make sure that the businesses keep going and the businesses keep running. I'm doing some work with the team and with my greater network of accountants to see what can be done in terms of furloughing for directors and on that basis. But until we have any more feedback on that, there's nothing at the moment. So I know that's not what you wanted to hear. It's not what I wanted to hear, but it's where we are. So we've got to make the best of the situation. I suppose the only other point is for the first time. In the support speeches that I've heard, there has been a reference to the repayment of this. So last night, the Chancellor did mention about future tax hikes and increases. So in a bid to replug, to plug the gap that this is going to cause. So please be aware that there will be an increase in taxes at some point in the future. I'm just hoping that that doesn't hit companies. They've been hit pretty hard with this, and especially with their owners not benefiting. I think they should be exempted from that. But we'll have to see what the future holds. So so that's it. Most importantly, take care of your families and stay safe. All right, thank you.